Hey there everybody, PTPOP here with all four lobes of my brain securely bound behind my nutsack. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I've actually found a job that is far, far worse than working in a call center. And I'm going to jump right into it here for you. So for those of you who tune into my channel and you want me, and you're one of those people that always wake up on the sunny side of the street where there's butterflies and rainbows and puppy dogs barking, and you just live in a little magical world where everything is good and there's no problems, well, this is not the channel for you. This is another example as why I don't want to live in that world anymore. I used to live in a fantasy world and I'm out of it, my friends. I divorced myself from that bitch years ago. And I'm tired of people trying to tell me I gotta put a smile on my face and have it's all about having fun, right? So what I have discovered here, for those of you that want to find out about reality and are tired of living in a fantasy world, I found a job that is far worse than working in a call center, believe it or not. And it's Jeff Bezos' wonderful little shop he's running there called Amazon. Imagine that, a terrible place to work. Probably the richest man on the earth, and he's let's hear what it's like working in Amazon here. This is TikToker @Steven. And this, I'm not certain who this woman is, but she says, I was amazed. Anxiety has increased by how much? Let's hear what she has to say about Jeff Bezos and the fine company Amazon.
I was amazed to find that Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, says in his quarterly reports, and loves to say in many settings, that he tells all of the thousands of Amazon employees who work under him, he wants them all to wake up terrified every morning. And
he wants us to wake up terrified every morning if you work for Amazon. What the blank? You know, what the fuck? Who thinks that way? A narcissistic, sociopath, psychopath. That's who thinks that way, because the more terrified you are of losing your job, the more terrified you are at work, the more money that goes in his back pocket.
That's the word he uses.
Or up his back, up his butt, or up his nose, or to his leather mistress's leather collection.
Terrified. And to stay terrified all day, because that makes them productive. But
how does terror make you productive? I worked in a factory for like a year and a half. They treated me great there. They treated me great, so I stayed for a while. They didn't pay me much. But I made okay money. But they were good to me. They gave me a pat in the back, said, you're doing a good job, and so I stayed. They were bitches to me, I would have left. I guess terror is a new way of pushing people around.
These people are just getting by financially. He wants them to live in fear, and he tells this to his stockholders as a good thing. All of these people, he wants them to be afraid all the time so that he...
So if you're at a stockholders meeting with Amazon and Jeff Bezos, and you have any conscience whatsoever, you have any empathy for the people that work for this SOB, sit back in your chair with your cigar and go, you know what? This is kind of fucked up. Are there any billionaires and trillionaires out there that have a conscience that go, you know what, the world's kind of falling apart. We're getting richer, but pretty soon people are going to stop working for us and we're not going to be able to make our little widgets. Doesn't anybody have a conscience in this world anymore, especially the billionaires? Apparently not.
He and the stockholders can get more stuff. And they already have so much stuff. You know, like 50% of the total wealth of the world is owned by the top 1%. It's insane. And so we're saying, yes, get up, be terrified, as long as you're productive. And you know what? When you get really productive and you earn a lot of stuff and that's still your only way of being, you still wake up terrified every morning. And you stay anxious all day long. 284 million people, last I checked, were clinically diagnosable with anxiety disorder.
284 million people were diagnosed with anxiety disorder. And I think that's, I don't know if it's in the United States, it's probably around the world. That's a boatload of people, friends. This is something they didn't talk about 30 years ago. You said you're anxious. They told you to go run around the block or pull your putt or something. They didn't care. Nowadays, everybody's talking about how upset and depressed they are. This is an epidemic of major proportions.
During the pandemic year, 2020, anxiety went up all over the world by a full 25%. And here's the thing about anxiety. It's like one of those tire rippers that you drive across and you can't drive back. Because of the way the brain is structured, when you get into anxiety, it just keeps going up and getting worse and worse and worse. And then
That is true. Because I suffer from anxiety. But I never had anxiety until I left college and got in the real world and saw how painful the real world is. And it just escalates, and you're desperate to find some way to escape it. And it's rough, man. It just escalates. It spirals out of control.
You get a lot of people who are experiencing this intense anxiety and they can't get out of it. They create a culture that reflects anxiety and fosters anxiety without really meaning to. If you're stuck in this very mechanistic, grasping way of being, anxiety is inevitable and actually lauded.
Yeah, and see, they get you in this state of anxiety, and what do? They increase the booze commercials on TV. They increase the beer commercials on TV. They make pills available to you to numb you. They make heroin available to you on every street corner. Now they've got pot stores everywhere. So they not only do they have people filled with anxiety, stress, and depression, they're providing you the tools to numb yourself so they can have a bunch of mindless zombies. This next person is TikToker Yosid the Kid. He says, I quit Amazon on my first day. That sounds like a call center to me. Hear what this guy's got to say. It's eye-opening.
You can go your entire life without working at Amazon. Do not fucking work there. The first red flag there is no fucking interview. What the fuck? You bitches couldn't tell if I was a good fucking worker or not. I'm not. I can't work for shit. I don't like it. But you wouldn't fucking know that. I left on my first day. I don't give a fuck. I never played no fucking games. You bitches are weird. So bam, they had me by myself. Cool, okay, I'm grown. I could do the fuck I need to do. I'm on my phone. There was nothing for me to do. There was nothing, so I'm using my phone, because what the fuck is on my phone? Right when I pull my fucking phone out, my fucking manager, I don't even know he was my manager. I've never seen this bitch a day in my fucking life. The dummy bitch ran up on me. He nearly knocked me down. We was about to fucking brawl in that bitch. Who the fuck you walking up on? Do y'all know the craziest shit? I didn't even have my phone out for 1.5 seconds. It's like he sensed the fact that I wanted to pull my phone out, and he ran up on me. Bitch, don't do that. He looked at
This guy's hilarious. But his passion and his anger is justifiable. Now, I tell you what, this sounds just like a call center, but I've got a small, quick story about Amazon. I got about 6-7 years ago, I got called in for an interview at Amazon at one of their warehouses, like in Solon, Ohio, which is about 25 miles from here. So I drive all the way there to the address they tell me to go to. I show up, and there's nobody there. There's a security guard, and I say, hey, I'm here for my interview with Amazon. They're like, oh, no, they're not having the interviews here. You got to go to a couple of buildings next door. I'm like, what? And they told me it's right here. So it's on the email. Like, well, no, they moved it. They moved the place of the interview. So I'm like, okay. So I go jump in my car and I drive like a mile to the whatever direction I'm going in. And I get there and the interviews are over. And, there's somebody there saying, sorry, you missed it. I'm like, what the heck is that? It was so bizarre. I just never went back. I knew right there it was a shady outfit.
he was like, yo, you're not supposed to be on your phone, right? So I kept it short. I said, my bad. Okay, I was wrong. My fault. Because I don't want any extra conversation. Because any more conversation, I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. So I put my phone up and I turn around to continue working. Why?
Do you feel this guy's passion? This guy's great.
Why the fuck the bitch is still standing there? And I knew he was. I'm not giving you time of day, bitch. You gonna stand and look fucking dumb. He taps my shoulder. I'm like, what? Because now I'm irritated because don't fucking touch me.
I think it'd been cool if there's a video of this guy knocking the manager out, just giving a quick right to the face. That would have been so hot. That would have been so great.
He was like, well, do you know the policy? I said, no. What is it? He said, you're not supposed to be on it. I said, okay. Like, what else? What else do you want, bitch? He rolled his eyes. So I asked him, I said, why are you rolling your eyes? Because, look, I tried to keep it cute. I tried. Why are you rolling your eyes? Who the fuck are you doing that to? He said, excuse me? I said, why are you rolling your eyes? I was trying to be nice in the beginning. Y'all saw. I tried. He was like, I didn't roll my eyes. So I said, oh, okay. And I guess what? I roll my eyes because, bitch, we could both. Bitch, you want to be cockeyed in this bitch. So after I rolled my eyes, he says, is there a problem? I said, sir, you tell me. So bam, he leaves with a little fucking attitude and comes back. He was like, can you sign this? Took out a piece of paper and a pen. I'm like, bitch, I'm like, what is that? I don't know what I'm signing. He was like, it's a write-up for being rude and disrespectful. I told him, I said, I'm not signing that shit. He was like, well, you can go. You can go. I said, you know what? You show. You can go your entire life without working at Amazon. Do not fucking work there. The first red flag there is no fucking interview. What the fuck? You bitches couldn't tell if I was a good fucking worker or not. I'm not. I can't work for shit. I don't like it. But you wouldn't fucking know that. I left on my first day. I don't give a fuck. I never played no fucking games. You bitches are weird. So
Yeah. It just sounds like a hellscape. Worse, far worse, or very similar to, but worse than a call center. And like I tell you, they didn't even have an interview for me. For all I know, there wasn't an interview. There was no one there. This guy is TikToker Isabretti. Now, I just randomly, I put in, like, in the search field of TikTok, I put working at Amazon is horrible. And these people came up. Now, only saved like the first 5 or 6 people I came across. But all of them were African American. What is that all about, Amazon? And all the guys that come to my door that drive the Amazon trucks up to my house to deliver stuff to our house, they're all African American. What's that all about? I mean, why are they only hiring black people? You never see white folks driving the Amazon truck here in Cleveland. It's always the black guys. Nothing against black guys, but is there some type of, like, are they slanted towards the African American population? Do they perceive them in a certain way? And we'll get to this here in a second with some of these other guys. This is Isabretti. Never worked for Amazon, he says.
Do not go work for Amazon. But let me tell you why. My first time working at an Amazon warehouse was in June of 2018. While working there, I was in the packing station where the items, they come down in these yellow bins and you just pack them right here at your station and put them on the belt. Very simple work. Except you can't sit down at all. If a manager walks by and see you sitting down, they're going to tell you to stand up. And if they have to tell you to stand too many times, they'll write you up. Which is crazy because why the fuck can't I sit down? If I'm standing here putting items in a box to go on this, why the fuck can't I sit right here? When I say after every workday, my feet were in pain. Like literally, I had to lay down and let.
And look at this guy. He's maybe, was he 25? Can you imagine me doing that at 60? I can't even make it through these art craft fairs I go to some of my photography. I'm just dead after 2 hours of talking to imbeciles all day long. It's just like, oh my God, why can't you sit down? Isn't there there's no type of labor laws about this? I guess Jeff Bezos has paid off the Department of Labor.
My feet rest. And I was 18 at the time. Just imagine.
He was 18 and he couldn't stand. Now, I stood for 8 hours a day in a factory pasting covers on books. No, I wasn't 18. I was 20, 22, 23. So I did fine. I had no problems with standing. I really didn't. It was the best job I ever had. I didn't know it at the time until I left and went into the corporate world.
And the adults doing this, the older adults. Number 2, those short ass breaks. The average Amazon warehouse is about 3 to 4 football fields. And your break starts as soon as you leave your station. I need some more time. Part 2 is coming.
I didn't record part 2, but he gets his point across. So this guy is working for Amazon warehouse jobs is the worst.
Working at Amazon was the worst thing that happened to me. Like, yeah, they gonna pay you. They gonna make sure you get the money on and get you, a little whip and shit like that. You definitely will get a vehicle off of Amazon if you stay down and lock in. You go get the flexibility, depending on the schedule you go get the money on, and it's gonna be very simple. But look, in the long run, they work you bad. They do. I can't, bro. I swear to the man upstairs, I thank you. Literally, I thank you. Time off task, people in your ear, speed it up. Really thinking we robots out here. And then got the nerve to give me a pen and a damn pizza party because we hit numbers.
Yeah, yeah. That's what they do in the call centers. They give you some little plastic trinket and a pizza party if you happen to make your numbers for the quarter, for the month, or for the week. They treat you like shit. I want the money. Show me the money.
You don't give me a raise. I swear. Like Amazon, I swear, like I literally have a different type of hate for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always, man, like, bro, if I ever got out of the warehouse, I was gonna order like a million pair of underwear. Like, I really, this shit was crazy. Y'all know how bad I used to fiend for VTO? Like, I will fall out with somebody over VTO. You know how they be saying opportunities for? Don't be around me when that opportunity. Let me just refresh.
I'm guessing VTO is voluntary time off, something to do with time off.
Get my shit and let me go. Like, warehouse jobs are different. I can't believe I even worked a warehouse job. I guess when I first graduated, it was the easiest thing to get into. But in the long run, it was the worst thing that happened to me. You know how many bereavements that I had to take to go out of town? Like, bro, to make sure my life was on track? Bro, mentally, they cook you. And then they shifts are so weird. 6:45 to 5:30. And wait till the time change. You go in the night and come out in the night. That really mess with you. Like, for the people that trying to work for a warehouse job, you need to get your money on and quit. Do not make that a career. At the end of the day, warehouse jobs just ain't it. And that's just the God honest truth, bro.
Sounds horrible, doesn't it? So this is TikToker Harry, the Creator 6.
One of the worst times of my life was working at Amazon warehouse. Last year, I got into some trouble, and the judge was like, hey, you need to get a job. We need to get it on paper. So, I need to go find a job.
So this guy had some legal issues. And as I mentioned a couple of videos ago, everybody I'm meeting so far in TikTok is African American. So are they taking advantage of a certain population because they know they're trapped? Or they think they're trapped? Are they taking advantage of a certain population for certain reasons? Listen to this guy.
So, I never really believed in jobs back then. I was just on some entrepreneurship type of thing. And I had so many side hustles that I really didn't need one. But when I realized that I had to get one off of the situation, then I was like, all right, cool. And one of the jobs that I fell into was Amazon warehouse. The process of even getting the job was so quick. It's like they were looking for me, honestly, and I got hired literally the next day to come in for training. But yeah, it was the worst experience I've ever had because it felt like I was a slave picking out cotton, but we're picking
a slave picking cotton. This is coming from the mouth of a black man, not my mouth. You think that's the reason why they put black people in the warehouses? What do you think? I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but there's got to be a science behind it. Because I'm telling you, who's running this company? White folks. Very wealthy white folks smoking cigars on Epstein, on that special island with some lovely little cherubs servicing them.
Packages. And it was nonstop. We only had 3 breaks, 2 15-minute breaks, 1 30-minute break. I remember... And those breaks weren't shit, honestly. They were so fast that I didn't even realize we had to get back to work. One good thing, though, I made some friends there. It was cool.
Yeah, the breaks there sound just as bad as in a call center. And you worked harder. You worked like a dog in this Amazon place.
Really, storing packages, throwing packages, pushing carts and packages, putting packages in a cart. It was non-stop, never-ending work.
And look how young this guy is, man. I thought about when I went to go down to Amazon a couple years ago, I was like 52 years old or something. Honestly, I don't think I could have made it there either. It's rougher now that I'm hitting 60. I got other things wrong with me now that I'm approaching 60.
If you decide to go work there, just know you're going to lose some weight in less than 2 months. I promise you. I was so stressed out, I started smoking cigarettes. Thank God I don't do that no more, but I was that stressed. Why it was so stressful is I had to wake up at 1:20 a.m. No, I had to wake up at 12:20 a.m., get there at 1:20 a.m., and then we get off at 11 a.m. No, 11:45 a.m. And I would just be thinking to myself, like, why am I doing this? Like, what?
They want you terrified. So this lady, TikToker, that That's now tip. That's now tip. This is what she has to say.
Y'all can't really see me much, but right now I'm outside of Amazon. And I just want to say to the people that have worked this job for weeks, months, years, y'all really doing it. Because I don't know how y'all do it. I only been here this is day 3 for me. No, I walked the fuck out because.
Look at this girl. What is she, 20? Young, beautiful, smart. She just walked out. This is what I did in some of these call centers more recently. Just walked right out. It was horrible. But I can't even imagine how bad it is at Amazon. If a 20-year-old kid walks out because she's so discouraged and deflated from working there, she's smart. People are smart. They walked out. They said, no, I can't do this. This is not good for my mental or physical health.
No. I was doing, for the people who do work at Amazon, I was doing stowing. And at first they gave me 4 lanes to do, which I don't know why 4 lanes seem a little bit easier than 2. I don't know. Maybe it's because at first it was slow and then it started to speed up because I had 4 at first and then more people came. So then I ended up only having 2. And the packages would just not stop. Like they just kept piling up and I just felt like I was.
Just like the calls, and the call center, they just never stop in these major corporations, big call centers.
Going so slow. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm just like, you can do it. Don't get in your head. I can't do this shit. I took that damn dolphin and finger scanner thing. I logged out of that bitch and I set it on a disk and I clocked out. And I'm still in the parking lot right now. I stayed longer than I really wanted to because I was just trying to keep going because I'm like, damn, I mean, the pay isn't horrible. And I like the people. It's just the job and it's just not for me. I'm not meant to work in a warehouse. I'll never, ever probably will ever work in another warehouse. This is the first time I ever worked in one, and it was the worst experience I ever had in my life.
It's terrible. Isn't that terrible? These companies, like these call centers, if they really cared about you, obviously if they don't, they could keep permanent staff a long time if they treat you better, but there's no way to do it in that system. This is another TikToker. Again, I just pulled these off at random. All these people are African American. Why are they all African American? I think Jeff Bezos has an agenda here. Amazon warehouse is making me lose my mind. This guy is great. This is TikToker at Saros.tv.
I'm so positive that my job absolutely just despises my well-being and mental well-safety. So, there are many jobs at where I work at Amazon. I'm a little bit of a Jeff Bezos hound dog. Not in terms of enjoying him, but the fact that he pays my bills. So, I am chilling and rocking out and vibing at good old Amazon, having a great time. I used to do a thing called stow. Stow is simply just, you grab an item from a tote, you scan it and put it in a little box. It's kind of what it is. That's it. Now, I was really good at stow. A lot of people aren't good at stow. If you get bottom 5% in production, you don't do that good at stow. So, I'm like top 3 percentile in quality and production. I'm doing great. I'm happy. I'm like, oh, cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And then they say, we should cross-train you. Now, a lot of people are going to.
Now, this has happened to me in the call centers, the ones that I stayed at for over a year. You start doing good at something, and then for some reason, they change your job. I was at a bank here in Cleveland where I really got down the customer service part of it. And then they pulled me out of customer service and said, we want to cross-train you on setting people up online banking. Out of the blue, just out of the blue. I come back from vacation. I'm doing online banking, which I was dealing with all elderly people. Pardon me, Sonny. Can you help me sign up for online? I gotta see my money through this little screen here. Oh, what? And these people don't know they're a browser from a bag of potatoes. Oh my God, it's horrible.
Well, they cross-train everybody. That's true. But they also give you a choice of where you want to cross-train. My thought process was I would get this option, I'll be able to choose and see everything where I could be cross-trained. So they're like, well, hear me out, brother. Here's where we're going to put you. We'll put you a thing called decant. I'm like, okay, well, what's decant? Well, there's these insanely heavy boxes that usually come off a truck. You're going to open those boxes, put them in through, and that's about it. Okay, doesn't sound too difficult. So I'm doing decant. First day, I accidentally grab a box incorrectly, mess up, have to go to wellness, mess up my wrist.
And this kid's, what is he, 25 at most? I can't tell. His hair has dyed, so I don't know if he's got any gray in his hair. He might be a bit older. I don't know. But he's young. And he hurt himself first day on the new cross-train job.
So I'm like, okay, I will get a wrist wrap. And I'm like, it's the first time I've ever damaged myself at Amazon. First time. I'm like, okay, whatever. Not that hard. So I'm chilling. After the end of decant, the first day, my body hurts. The first time my body's hurt at Amazon. And it's not like I'm saying like, well, you're working hard, your body's gonna hurt. That's fine. That's dandy. If it gets better, I'll be happy. I've been in decant for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I have not felt better. I'm not doing good. I'm like, can I go back to stow? I know I'm getting cross-trained, but can I do like 2 days on decant, 2 days on stow? Maybe when I'm feeling bad, I can do stow because stow's not that difficult. And I'm fast at stow. I'm really fast at stow. You need to do 2,500 items every day. I did 3,800 items every day. I was like, and I did that casually. I can do that every day.
So if he was that good on stow, and he's doing 3,000 items a day, which is like 1,000% productivity increase, why would they want to take him off and cross-train him? It's just insane. And I believe this guy. I don't think he's making this up. I think he was really good at what he was doing. Why not just keep him where he's good? So
every day I can do that. That's no problem. And they're just like, nah. We need to train new people on stow. We need to get people different on stow. So I'm like, okay, fine. Is there anywhere else that I can go? And they say, well, no, because you're already cross-trained. I'm like,
and they screwed him. Basically, the basic message here is they screwed him. They cross-trained him on a position he's no good at. And now he hates working there. It's just insanity, complete insanity. And you know, some people had a manager meeting. They said they went into one of the boardrooms and went, hey, what do you think of this guy, Saros? He's doing damn good on that one position. Well, I think we better take him off there and cross-train him. I bet you if he's that good there, he'll be damn good unloading boxes of trucks of heavy boxes. You know, and they thought, oh, that's a genius idea there, Bill. It's a genius idea. Pass me the brandy, will you? I've got a meeting with my local hooker in about 10 minutes. Oh, a white guy. Oh, my God. What do you know? A white guy working at Amazon? White people at Amazon? I didn't know they existed. TikTok. This is TikToker. Who the hell is this? Who are you? This is Amazon. I can't read it.
And about 10 other coworkers went over to HR to talk about seasonal conversions. We have people who've been working here for 9+
This is Amazon Union KCVG. So I think this is a union guy. This is an injury to one is an injury to all. Unionize Amazon. So this is Northern Kentucky. It must be a union in Kentucky where they're trying to unionize Amazon. Good luck with that. Bezos has got that all covered, I'm sure.
months. They've been here since last fall, and they worked through the winter, and now they're working through spring, and it's damn near summertime, and they're still seasonals. And I'm asking which season they were hired for.
So people were hired in for like Christmas season. They've been there for 9 months, and they tell you when they hire you at these places that you're being hired seasonal. If we like you, we'll bring you on full-time with full benefits. But it's not happened to these people. They've kept them seasonal, and they strung them out for 9 months to make the most out of them without having to pay them benefits or anything else like that. So this guy says, here's what happened when workers confronted HR.
And imagine when you were hired, if they said 90 days you have a full-time job, you have a blue badge in 90 days, and you're all excited because you know you're going to get...
I didn't know Ted Danson worked at Amazon. I look like Ted Danson.
Healthcare benefits, and then it doesn't happen. Why did you lie? That's how it feels, really. But senior officers tell me there's just not openings right now, okay? Which I have a hard time believing or understanding because we have so many people who tell me, they say our departments are understaffed, we're chasing blue light, this isn't fair to full-time workers.
We're being set up to fail at our jobs because we do not have enough people to complete the jobs in a safe manner. We are shortcuts and
Set up to fail. Does that sound familiar? You're set up to fail in the call centers.
more or less skip the lesser safety rules. I have accommodations, and multiple times I have been asked if I'd be comfortable to work outside of my accommodations because we don't have people when things get done. But Amazon sees no business need to bring more people in. Doesn't make sense.
I mean, I wish I could say more than that. I guess I don't have a good answer.
The real answer is that Amazon's giving false expectations to employees. Okay, saving a buck by not hiring somebody full time, giving them their benefits, is not a good thing to do for Amazon because it creates bad morale among the whole team. That's all it's doing, and Amazon is creating it. And that's why there's other things happening in this shop.
Asked Amazon directly why we aren't being converted as seasonals, and yet we still weren't given a clear answer. We are doing our best to fight for what we feel is fair and equal rights for workers. We feel we are exploited. We were promised after 90 days that we would be converted when we were hired. We were told this in training. It has not happened. And if you would like to join the union,
There is no equal anything in the corporate world, guys. They don't care about you. They're going to use you like slaves, regardless of the color of your skin, work you to death until you quit or die in the job, and then they'll just fill your spot with the next person that comes along. Okay, I'm going to finish with this guy. This guy was a delivery driver. He quit Amazon after 8 hours. This is TikToker. If my mouse would work, TikToker him.
No funny shit. They running Amazon. No funny shit. They running Amazon worse than niggas was running the plantations.
See, now he's making a reference. I didn't say the N-word. He said it. This has come from a black man. He's treated like a slave. And this is TikToker Himothy Himward. Listen to what this guy's got to say. How come everybody I'm finding on this TikTok channel is all black people? Why is that? Jeff Bezos have an agenda? Possibly, I don't know.
No funny shit. They running Amazon worse than niggas was running the plantations. Like, bottom 2 employer of all time. Like, I can't imagine a worse place to work, but boom. This is back like 4 or 5 years ago. All right? I had just quit CVS. I had just got my associate's degree. So I'm feeling myself, know what I mean? I'm ready for a fresh start. I'm ready for something new. Mind you.
So here's a guy who bought into the system. He got out of high school. He went into college, got his associate's degree. Didn't get the bachelor's, but they tell you that an associate's degree is going to get you something. He gets his degree. He's feeling good. He's feeling good about himself. He's got his chest pumped up. He's filled with pride. And he gets a job at Amazon. This is what the world handed him.
I'm not thinking straight, because why the fuck I'm trying to go to Amazon? But that's what the fuck that's the type of timing I was on. So I'm like...
So that's what I did. I got out of college. I was all pumped up. I couldn't find a job, so I took a job in a factory. The factory paid crap, but I was treated well, and I had a good job, and I could handle it. But after a while, I was still full of myself, and I got a job in the corporate world, and that's a whole nother story.
All right, cool. My cousin was working at Amazon at the time, driving trucks. He like, yo, this shit it's decent. They do work you, but you get good hours, you make decent bread. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm finna come in for the interview. He like, say less. Just come in, and I'm gonna let him know you my cousin type shit. So, I mean, just to improve your odds. Now, knowing what I know now, I didn't need that reference, because, nigga, I didn't need my odds improved, because Amazon will take any fucking body. You walk in that bitch, long as you can speak 4 words in English, nigga, you're in.
Walk and chew and bubble gum at the same time, just like in a call center. You don't even need an interview in a call center. They'll take anything that's breathing.
So I put on my nice little suit, my nice little blazer and shit. I'm expecting an interview. Like, I'll go in, nigga take me to the cafeteria. It's like 4 different niggas in there. I'm guessing we all there for different shit. We all got hired because it ain't no real interview. Nigga asked me 2-3 questions. So I'm happy at the time, because I'm like, at the time, that's when I was first trying to get into real estate. So I'm like, yo, if I could run it up for 2-3 years, like, I'm set. I could get into this real estate shit, and I could just, take it from there. First day on the job, bro. I pull up They like, all right, we're gonna have you working with this Spanish nigga. So I'm helping him load up the truck and shit. I mean, I'm like, it's calm. It's kind of what I expected. Whatever. Nigga, we get out on the road. This shit goes left immediately. This nigga is knocking back energy drinks. He blasting that Spanish music. I'm really chilling. Like, I'm in the passenger. I'm just helping here or there. I'm grabbing shit from the back. I'm learning a little shit. Couple hours in, he just telling me about the job the whole time, telling me about his personal life and shit. I don't really give a fuck. I'm that type of nigga at work. I don't really give a fuck about none of that, bro. I'm just here for my pay. But he telling me all this shit, and they...
Yeah, I'm the same way at work, and people try to talk to me, and I'm cordial and friendly and stuff. But I really don't want to get too buddy with anyone at work. I really don't want to. I just want to go to work and go home. You can't play that game at work, though. You gotta play the chummy chum thing.
He goes, yeah, I don't really like taking breaks and shit when I work, because I'm just trying to get it done. So I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Is this legal? Nigga, this is not legal. Is this fucking slick? What the fuck? So I'm like, oh, word? Yeah, that's crazy. I'm just looking at buddy, because I'm like, nigga, that's wild as fuck. What you mean you don't take no break, bro? I ain't even seen him pack no lunch. This nigga got like 3 bags of chips in the car. That's it. Then he goes, hey, bro, he passed me. If you go in the back of the truck on a ledge right there, if you reach back there, it's a bottle. Can you please pass me that bottle? I'm like, okay, nigga. So I go out pass him the bottle. I'll pass him the bottle. He like, appreciate it. He gets up. Nigga starts pissing in the bottle on the truck. He's pissing in the bottle on the truck. I'm like, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no. And it's the truth, man. They work these guys to death. They don't even give them bathroom breaks. You can't just pull off the local roadside gas station and take a leak. You got to take, a bottle with you to piss in. It's terrible. But again, the Labor Department probably must be paid off by Bezos.
I'm like, oh, hell no. This is my last day here. And
He made up his mind right there when he saw that guy take his Willy Wonka out of his pants and pissed in a bottle. He said he was done. He wasn't going to come back.
Even where the fucking home base is. So it's not like I could even get out and book it. I can't get no Uber because I'm fucking broke. That's why I end up at...
He wanted out right there. He was going to jump out of the truck at that point if he wasn't in the middle of nowhere and take off. But he couldn't.
Amazon in the first place. I'm like, yeah, I'm cooked. This my last day here, bro. So this nigga pisses in the bottle. Mind you. Pisses in the bottle. And at the time, I only felt one bottle. It gets to a point where I gotta piss. I'm not about to go piss outside. So I go to grab a bottle. Because at this point, that's the culture. That's the workplace culture at this point. So I go.
Hope the bottle's clean, kid. I mean, you're going to get a UTI if you stick your dick in a bottle that he's already pissed into. Oh, my God.
Grab a bottle. And I'm filling hella other bottles. Like, he don't refill them every day. It's like he take them out at the end of the week type shit. I'm like, bro, this shit is...
He leaves the urine in the truck. Oh, my God. And I just had problems with my urinary tract. Oh, my God. No wonder he quit.
So fucking...
Imagine getting to a truck every morning with old piss bottles in the back.
Wow, gang. So at this point, I just got to wait. Because at this point, he's my ride home. So I'm just like, yeah. Like, I don't even know. Like, that feeling of like, I know this is my last day here. I don't want nothing to do with this job, bro. I'm just here for the ride at the end of the day. Like, nigga, I go through the rest of that day. Like, I'm just like, yeah, these niggas is never seeing me again, bro.
Yeah. I would leave too, man. I mean, I remember I was fishing with my uncle once out on Lake Erie or Lake Chautauqua or something. And this is a guy that was probably in his 70s at the time, maybe his 60s. And we're out in the boat and he pulls out this Folgers coffee can and he whips out his dick and, what are you doing? He's like, I'm taking a leak. I'm like, oh, okay. So I got to see my uncle's dick. But he pisses in this can. He's like, if you got to go, you can go in this can. And then he just tosses it overboard. He doesn't toss the can, but he pours a piss into the lake wherever we were. It's like, what are you doing? I guess he didn't have I don't know what his boat had on it. He had a couple different boats when I knew him.
Next day come, I obviously don't show up. I told the nigga, I'm like, bro, this ain't for me, whatever. Now my cousin gonna hit me like, why you ain't contact shit? I'm like, brother, this nigga pissing in bottles on the truck, bro. Like, I'm good on that. Like, the nigga like, oh, nah, that's just him. Like, the manager said, like, if you come back, you could ride with this or you could have it on. I'm like, bro, I'm cool off that shit.
Good for him. He's better off. He'll find something else. Go work at CVS or something else, man. So that's what I have. That's a job that's far worse, working in a call center here on the sunny side of the street. And if you've ever worked in Amazon, let me know your horror stories. Leave a comment and give me the thumbs up, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. But it's rough out there, people. And each and every one of us who have worked in any way, shape, or form here in the United States or in Great Britain, we know these corporations just out to use us and treat us like slaves, and it doesn't matter the color of our skin, our nationality, or our race, religion, whatever it happens to be. If they can take us for a ride, they'll take us for a ride. And it's a sad world out there, and I tell you again, if you're here to find sunshine, puppy dogs, and rainbows, this isn't the channel for you. So check out, find someone else to watch if you're still medicating yourself in the Matrix. All right, guys. I'm PTPOP. I'm signing off. Hasta la vista, baby.
Then I think I understand you now.
Bye-bye. Bye, Bonds.
Yes, I understand you now. Well, I didn't know about your demons, but fed them all, kept them screaming in your ear all day and night.
Would you like fries with that? Would you like fries with that?